Disrespect. It strikes at the very core of our pride, triggering anger, frustration, and a primal desire to strike back. Yet in such moments, we stand at a crossroads, to react impulsively, enslaved by our emotions, or to rise above, guided by reason. It is in this choice that the true strength of a Stoic is revealed. Let us explore how we can master ourselves and navigate disrespect with the wisdom of ancient philosophy. Disrespect, at its heart, is a reflection of the other person, not of us. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. These words do not condone disrespect, but illuminate its source, a lack of understanding, a failure to grasp virtue. When we encounter disrespect, our first impulse may be indignation, but let us pause and ask, what does this person's behavior truly say about them? Their words or actions are not a measure of our worth, but a mirror of their ignorance or pain. This understanding does not weaken us, it liberates us. We do not need to carry the weight of their judgments, for they are not ours to bear. Epictetus taught, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. These words hold the key to our freedom. Disrespect cannot harm us unless we allow it to take root in our hearts. It is not the insult itself, but our interpretation of it that stings. Consider a soldier standing firm as arrows rain down. He does not panic or flee, he raises his shield. So too must we guard our minds against the arrows of disrespect. Anger and retaliation may feel satisfying in the moment, but they are fleeting victories that weaken our resolve. True strength lies in responding with composure, in refusing to be dragged into the chaos of another's turmoil. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth, Marcus Aurelius wrote. Disrespect often feels like a direct attack on our identity, but what if we viewed it differently? What if we saw insults, not as truths but as noise, irrelevant to who we truly are? Imagine a passerby shouting insults at a rock. The rock remains unmoved, unchanged, for it knows its nature. Are we not more resilient than stone? Let us remind ourselves that our worth is not determined by others' opinions. We are defined by our actions, our principles, and the virtues we strive to embody. In the face of disrespect, it is easy to mirror the behavior we despise. But the Stoic asks, does this align with my values? Seneca wrote, it is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. To respond with dignity is not weakness but strength. It is a declaration that we will not let others dictate our character. When someone disrespects us, they offer us a choice, to descend to their level or to rise above. By choosing the latter, we become not their victim but their teacher, demonstrating through our actions the power of restraint and integrity. Let us act not to please others or win their approval, but to remain true to ourselves. What if disrespect were not a curse but a gift, a challenge designed to strengthen us? Epictetus taught, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Each encounter with disrespect is a test of our resolve, a chance to practice patience, understanding, and self-mastery. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Let us ask, what can I learn from this? Perhaps the lesson is humility, the realization that we too have been guilty of disrespect. Perhaps it is resilience, the practice of standing firm in the face of provocation. Every insult, every slight, is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more grounded. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, Marcus Aurelius advised. When we view life through the lens of mortality, how trivial disrespect becomes. Words that once stung lose their power, for they are but whispers in the vastness of time. We are here for a fleeting moment. Shall we spend it consumed by the pettiness of others, or shall we rise above, focusing our energy on what truly matters? Disrespect cannot harm us when we see it for what it is, temporary, insignificant, and powerless against the vastness of our inner peace. What injures the hive injures the bee, wrote Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism teaches us that we are all interconnected. The person who disrespects us is not our enemy, but a fellow human, flawed and struggling, just as we are. To respond with compassion is not to condone their behavior, but to recognize our shared humanity. When we choose to meet disrespect with understanding, We break the cycle of hostility. We plant seeds of harmony where discord might have taken root. This is not an easy path, but it is the Stoic path, a path that calls us to rise above, to lead by example, and to act with virtue. Stoicism does not promise an easy life, but it offers a meaningful one. It challenges us to take ownership of our reactions, to see trials as opportunities, and to live with integrity, even when it is difficult. In the face of disrespect, let us not be ruled by anger or pride. Let us instead embody the wisdom of those who came before us, who showed that true strength lies not in domination, but in self-control. Together, we can navigate the storms of life, not as victims, but as masters of our destiny. Let us rise to the challenge, not just for ourselves, but for the world we wish to create. For in every act of restraint, in every moment of compassion, we light a beacon of hope, showing that even in the darkest moments, we have the power to choose the light.